Hello, lovely people. Happy Saturday. Today we're starting a little bit later because I had to reorganize things a bit. But I hope you had a really good Saturday. You probably can hear that my voice is not. It's because I've been ill. I was really ill on Wednesday, when I had to actually take time off work. I had really high temperatures. And actually that's what inspired me to talk about immune system today. Because what happened? As I said, on Tuesday, I found myself having really high temperatures, kind of beginning of sore throat, bit of sneezing, bit of coughing, and a kind of general achiness of the body, and it comes when you have high fever. I kind of started to feel that way when I was at work, in my volunteer job, not my massage job, which is sitting at the desk a lot. So I just kind of plowed through the day. When I got home, I made sure I rested. And the next day, I cancelled everything. I cancelled all my clients, and just stayed in bed. And drinking lots of fluids, lots of ginger and lemon and honey, tea, and taking some deflam vitamins as well, which are full of herbs and turmeric and stuff that helps with inflammation. I'm just going to switch to 3G because the Wi-Fi has been a bit flaky. So yeah, I just kind of rested and slept a lot and just took it easy, took no medication, and my temperature went down from 38.5 to 36.4 within a day, and I felt much better the next day. I felt actually really, really good. I still feel alright. This is gonna be interesting because it keeps cutting off, so pardon me, I'm hoping it will be okay from now on. This is gonna be a bit shorter today anyway. So as I said, I've managed without medication, and I've been feeling great since. The only thing that remains an issue is my voice, which unfortunately is something that happens quite often, because I have quite weak vocal cords. So it doesn't take much, and I'm starting losing my voice, and then when I speak, it gets irritated. But I'm no longer infectious. I'm not coughing or phlegm. I'm full of energy, back to normal. Feeling really good. Now, usually what happens, and what used to happen in the past when I was doing things the way that everyone else does, is that the moment temperature came on, I would take ibuprofen or some version of it, Nurofen, you name it, paracetamol, which would bring my temperature down. I would feel somehow better, but the symptoms would be lingering for ages and ages and ages. I would be lacking energy, I'd be sluggish, and I would have to keep taking the medication, because the moment I stopped taking it, temperature would come back, and I would drag, and as it was probably 4 or 5 days, and then another 2 weeks before I'd be completely clear of symptoms. Plus another 3 weeks of me without a voice. That's always kind of an add-on for me. And when I started to learn more about the body, and I realized how immune system works, I realized that what I was doing was counterproductive. And so let me explain. So the miracle of immune system, I think it's amazing what our bodies are capable of. And please understand that I'm here talking to people who are healthy, generally speaking, who have no underlying serious medical conditions like diabetes or heart conditions or, low, high blood pressure, any kind of conditions that affect the nervous system, or cancer, or I don't know, you name it, any kind of serious condition that requires ongoing medical care. That's not the people I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are, generally speaking, healthy, are not on any medication, don't need any regular medical care, but just every so often catch a cold or a flu. And what happens is that, when you're generally healthy, the way your body deals with your cold or your flu, which is a virus or bacteria, is that it uses whatever it has in its arsenal, so to speak, to stop it. So it uses some of your white cells, your white blood cells, but also often what it does, it raises the temperature in the body to make the environment inhospitable for the foreign bodies, the viruses or the bacteria. So the high temperature has a function, and it's very effective. That's why the body evolved that way. That's why it does it. And basically what happens is when we stop the temperature too early, then we basically interfering with the body's defense system. We stopping the body from dealing with this virus or with the bacteria promptly and effectively. Again, here I'm not talking like if your temperature is above 39 degrees, again, talking adults here, if your temperature is above 39 degrees, definitely speak to a doctor. I would even say probably go A&E. If the higher temperatures like above 37 and 9 for longer than 3 days, take some medication or again go and speak to a doctor. But from my experience, usually temperature doesn't last longer than a couple of days, unless it's something really serious, and then obviously you need to see a doctor. We're talking again just common flus and colds. So when you're generally healthy and you get yourself a temperature, what I'd really recommend is just take a day or two off, do nothing, drink lots of liquid, literally stay in bed, allow yourself to have the temperature, don't try to bring it down unless it's above 39 or it lasts for too long, pardon me, and just allow the body to deal with that virus or the bacteria, allow it to deal with it. And then when it comes to the phlegm that's coming up, that's again, your body is wrapping all that rubbish that you don't want in your body anymore, that viruses and bacteria, in a phlegm and getting them out of your body, but also it helps to ease of, it's been created to ease of your breathing stuff, because that's usually where the viruses or bacteria affect your breathing apparatus. So quite often some mucus is created to help with that. But it's also sometimes triggered by the viruses to allow their spreading. So that's often what tends to happen, I find, is that when you suppress the initial temperature, you tend to have much more mucus. So for example, this time I had very little. My cough is actually related to my vocal cords as opposed to anything coming up. It's just all the symptoms have cleared really quickly because I allowed the body to kill off the virus before it actually managed to even, grow within my body and start to want to spread to other people. So, when your immune system is healthy, it will respond very quickly and very effectively. Allow it. Don't freak out. Take a couple of days of work and allow yourself to go through the process properly, and you will recover much quicker. I understand, life is life. Sometimes we just don't have the options and you have to function and you have to take some pills to, just allow you to get on through the day. If that's the case, that's fine. It's not the biggest issue in the world. It just, it will prolong the recovery very likely. So you just be aware of that. Now, what you can do to support your immune system when you're ill is to drink lots of liquids, and after a day or two you can start taking anti-inflammatory things like, for example, turmeric, And obviously vitamin C helps as well, so maybe increased dose of that, and vitamin D allow the body to deal with what is going on a little bit quicker. When it comes to supporting your body in between being ill, so while you're healthy, to make sure your immune system can respond quickly and effectively, eating healthy, exercising, making sure that you're moving. I'm not even talking about like hours and hours in a gym, but even just walking and moving around, stretching a bit, getting your circulation going and getting your lymphatic system moving. Lymphatic system is really important when it comes to immunity, and when there are stoppages, when you get ill, it can get really, really bad, and sometimes the lymphatic system can get really badly affected. That's why you get like bigger lymph nodes and stuff, and things are not flowing properly, and big inflammations happen. So if your lymphatic system is already functioning well, the likelihood of that happening is much smaller. So move, eat healthy, again, dairy products, soya products that can phlegm you up a bit. So especially when you're ill, it's better to avoid them. Sugar, because it messes up with your hormones and with your blood sugars, which when you're ill just weakens you. So it's better to be on something a bit more stable. Chicken soup, they always say, and I swear by it. That definitely helps. It kind of soothes and calms the digestive system. Soups are better because your body is so focusing so much energy on what's going on with the infection. The digestive system often takes a secondary place, and so lots of salads might be quite hard to digest. So actually boiled vegetables in that respect might be a bit better, so you don't put any more pressure on the body and still deliver good nutrition. And stress. The number one killer of your immune system is stress. So stress management is really, really important. And I keep banging on about it all the time, so I'm sure you're aware by now. And, again, we're talking mindfulness, meditation, we're talking walking, mild exercise, massage. If something going on in your life that is feeling very overwhelming and you find it difficult to cope with that, just give me a call, and we can help you with the person-centered integrative NLP hypnotherapy to support you through whatever bigger issues are going on in your life. But every Wednesday I post about meditation and post actual meditations that can help you with managing stress on a daily basis. Yoga, exercise, all that really helps. So I hope that this is all clear. If you have any questions, please do ask. Your immune system is an amazing gift, and if you let it, it will do the job properly. And if you support it, it doesn't mean you'll never get ill. I think that's almost impossible. Just because you don't get ill, doesn't mean your immune system doesn't work. Actually, whether you catch a cold or not, I think it's more a matter of luck as opposed to how good your immune system is. It's how quickly you get over it. That's, I think, a better measure of how good your immune system is. How bad your symptoms are. Because if the immune system is strong and quick and effective, the symptoms don't even have time to develop properly. So you get more symptoms of the body dealing with this stuff. So it can be the high temperature and a little bit of a cough to then get rid of, any kind of aftermath stuff. But you're unlikely to develop the kind of green or yellow phlegm, that's like inflamed and full of the bacteria and viruses, which they provoke to basically start spreading. So I just kind of lost train of thought there. What I'm saying basically is manage your stress, eat healthy, exercise, and when you do catch a cold or flu and you're otherwise healthy, give yourself a day or two of complete rest and allow any possible high temperature up to 39 degrees, allow it to run for a couple of days to burn that virus or the bacteria off, and then only if it gets too much or if it continues, it gets too high, obviously take something and seek medical care. So this is for today. I shall speak to you next Saturday again, and we'll see what subject will come up. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm away, but I will have access to internet, so be happy to communicate. This is Kristina Mendez-Matjeva from KMM Serenity Therapies. I'm a massage therapist as well as person-centered integrative NLP hypnotherapist, and I help people. That's simple as that. I help people live, lives free from pain, or unnecessary pain at least. I'm also writing a book, and you should be hearing about it shortly. And that's it for today. Have a lovely rest of the weekend. Take care. Bye bye.